Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 15014 Southwest Scarlett Drive here in Tigard. We're located at the front of the home. We're off to the left of the front doorway. We're underneath this cantilever here. I'll show this in just a second. Yeah, under the overhang, we have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. And all this stuff, my camera's scraping off the bottom of the pipe here. This is grease from the kitchen sink. It's stuff you really want to avoid putting down the line as much as possible, because it can build up like crazy and it causes everything else to stick in the line. Looks like it just transitioned here over to 3034 PVC pipe. Looks like we've got some standing water here right at the transition. It's a very, very common thing to have happen at transitions. You got two pieces of pipe that are being installed at two separate times. And if you don't get that grade absolutely perfect, that can be the result. And here, about 79 feet out, we have reached the main lateral. I'm going to do locates to verify where the line terminates at, and then we'll let the pipe drain out completely here before reeling back. And as best I can tell, because the camera goes underwater at the transition point, it's a little bit difficult to tell if it transitioned to 4-inch pipe or 6-inch. I located the camera head successfully out the main lateral on Southwest Scarlett Drive. The line heads all the way over to the far side of the road. And we've had everything turned off, all the water turned off for probably about 5 minutes now. So we do have a little water still trickling through. I'm not sure if we have a toilet flapper that's kind of leaky inside that's letting a little water flow through or what it is. But at this point, that's generally plenty of time for a line to drain. So we're going to go ahead and start reeling back here. We're going to go kind of slow here just so we can assess what water is moving and what is standing. Now in this spot right here, we do have some standing water so far. I mean, that's only about a 1/16 of an inch. It's very, very minimal. But if you put any grease at all down the line, even the smallest of bellies will cause it to build up. You can see how right here at this belly you're getting grease buildup on the sidewalls. And we're not getting anything else building up there. That belly is way too small to cause any other issues. It generally takes at least 5 feet of pipe with at least 1 inch of standing water in it before you really get any true buildup from just regular old toilet paper and stuff like that. And many of your smaller bellies are often, they can be issues, but generally it's mostly controlled by how you're living. This belly here has got a bit more water in it. This one's going up to the top of the camera lens. And it's a very short belly once again. It starts here at about 44 feet. And it pops out at about it's about a 4-foot long belly roughly. And in the middle you've got an inch of water. On either end of it though, it's only in that middle section you've got an inch. It's not a consistent inch of standing water across there. And again, all we're seeing here is grease buildup. I do recommend a hydrojet be performed to blow all the grease and debris out of the line. It's mostly grease. And you can see that we're not getting toilet paper building up there. Toilet paper, human waste, and food down the disposal are your most common items down the line. Those things break up and move on their way even if they do hang up here and there. This thing just keeps going kind of in and out here. And this is right at the transition where again we have another, and again, very small belly. That section of pipe there is only about a foot long. So it's not ideal to have the standing water in there. I'll go locate and see where this is at. But they're not terribly significant bellies. They're quite minimal. As long as you're not flushing cloth rags and diapers and stuff down the line, as well as grease, there is absolutely no other debris whatsoever hanging up in the line here. It's just grease. So that is really the only culprit this line's going to have to deal with. Apart from that, it's something that shouldn't go down the line to begin with. Alright, move the camera around here out of that belly I was just locating just to get an idea of where it's at. This very first belly where the transition's at is in the front yard area. I'm getting the camera head though at almost 12 feet deep. It is way down there. It's one of those things where even if the line were just a couple feet deep and relatively easy to get to, this is not generally the amount of standing water I recommend doing repairs on it, and especially digging a 12-foot deep hole. That's quite the effort to go through to fix something that's not causing anything build up in the line. So I'm not recommending repairs there. I do recommend a hydrojet to remove any grease buildup from the line that's currently in there. You can see all the way back into this pipe that's prior to the bellies. This is where you get some of your best evidence of any flow issues. The line up until you hit that standing water there is extremely clean. And this house has been around here a little while. It's had a lot of use, so it's not like a brand new home that we don't know, how much use it's had. It's been around a while. So for that reason, not recommending repairs. Just get it jetted and just try not to put any grease down the kitchen sink. Aside from that, we have adequate flow all the way out to the main lateral. The ABS and PVC portions of the line are both in good shape. There's no breaches in the line, breaks or cracks, anything like that. Just have some minor bellies there. But the sewer line is functioning out this time.